Last year, Polished and Powdered brought you the looks nightmares are made of. This year, she takes it up to 11. Polished and Powdered presents.
Oh, hey guys, what are you up to? I'm just taking out some trash. Today's video is going to be a tutorial on how to make these amazing Halloween props with just trash bags, newspapers, and duct tape. So, yeah, if you want a house as spooky as mine, then keep watching and I'll show you how to make these guys. I think that I have gotten this this craft streamlined down to about 20 minutes per body. So yeah, it takes a little bit of work, but it's totally worth it. And if you just have a free day, you know, to craft, this is a great one to do. So first of all, what you're going to need are some plastic bags, black plastic bags. These are 39-gallon bags from Husky. There are 54 bags in here, and it takes 2 bags to make one body. So you need this. You definitely need duct tape. My suggestion with the duct tape is whenever you're working with it on the bag part, which is the second part of the whole thing. See what I've done here? I've split my duct tape in half so that it goes a lot further, because if you just use like the full width of this all around the bags and stuff, it's not going to go as far. And you're going to be buying a lot of duct tape. Another thing that I suggest, which I am out of, so I'm going to be using duct tape for the whole thing, but masking tape is great for the inside of the body, for the newspaper part of the infrastructure, basically. It's great to like keep everything stuck together while you're working, because it's impossible to just fold newspaper into a shape and then like have it stay that way. It's gonna, fold back out all the way. So have some kind of like cheap masking tape or whatever around so that you can keep everything in place. And you're going to need a ton of newspapers. I have 2 bags of newspapers here. If you're making a whole bunch of them, you're going to need a lot of newspapers. If you're just making a few, then it's not that big of a deal. Just collect a few newspapers over like a week or so and you'll have enough. But yeah, you're going to need a ton of these if you are planning on making a lot, which I have a lot outside right now, but I still have to finish this roll of bags. So anyways, it's really fun and it's really cool, and like I said, we're going to seal the bags up so they're totally reusable. Just make sure you have a place to store them for the year, and let's get started with the tutorial. Okay, so first things first, I have a full-size newspaper right here. It's the good old Kansas City Star. And I'm going to take 2 sheets of this large paper right here. You can even do 3. I'm going to take 2 and shape them into a star like this. And then I'm going to take like a smaller newspaper like that. You can use the big one too if that's all you have, but I'm going to take a smaller, like, weekly free, big nickel type newspaper. I'm going to take a sheet of that. I'm going to wad it up into a ball like this. I'm going to take another sheet. I'm going to wrap it around that ball like this. Let's see if I can zoom in. Just a little zoom. So we're going to wrap it up like that. And we're going to do it maybe one more time just to make it bigger. You wrap, wrap, wrap. And so you're basically going to have this like, you know, giant potato shaped thing right here. You're going to stick that in the middle of your star like this, just kind of hold it in place, and you're going to take up the sides of that big newspaper star that you made, and you're going to gather all the corners together at the bottom like this, and that's going to be your head. And you're going to kind of fold all those corners to the back, basically, and you're going to tape that into place. So we're going to go ahead and tape that. Like I said, for this part you want to use masking tape, but I'm out of masking tape, so I'm using the duct tape. So there's your head, alright? Just a basic head shape. We're going to put that to the side for a second, and we're going to make a shoulder shape. So we're going to take that smaller, well no, come on. Now we're going to move on to the shoulders. I'm going to use another big piece of newspaper. Just fold it out like that. I'm going to take the smaller ones. I'm going to need two of these smaller size newspapers. And then we're going to kind of like make this sort of shape, just like hot dog shape, alright? I'm going to tuck that under my leg really quick. Then I'm going to make another one. And there's the other one, and we're going to place those down kind of like at the bottom of the big newspaper, and we're going to roll the big newspaper over those two shapes. So we're rolling like this. We're going to take in the sides. And we're going to tape that together on the edges. Especially, you're going to need all of your limbs for this tutorial, basically. I should move up so you can see. See, I'm kind of just keeping it under my knee so that it doesn't completely lose its shape. I'm going to tape the edge right there, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side so it just all stays together. And there's your shoulders, and of course we're going to be, you know, kind of shaping those a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of bend it just a little bit like this, alright, so that you have a nice slope right there. And then I'm going to tape the head to the shoulders, and you can do this any way that you want. It doesn't matter, just as long as they're kind of stable. You can do a crisscross pattern. You just want to make sure that, you know, it stays together while you're working on this. The worst thing is having your, you know, kind of body fall apart while you're trying to get the bags over them, over the different pieces. Alright, so that's not that stable. That's good. That's good enough. So there's your neck and shoulders. So we're going to put that, you know, just kind of in front like this. And then we're going to make the body. Again, the big newspaper, just lay it out up and down like this. Take your smaller newspaper if you have it. Of course, you can use big as well if you want to. And we're going to basically ball a whole bunch of this up for the torso. What I like to do is do like a small base. And basically I'm going to put that at the bottom, or sort of in the middle I guess. Fold up the top like this, secure that with tape. This takes a lot of tape, guys. Don't get it twisted now. I've gone through about 3 rolls of duct tape. 3 giant rolls of duct tape. And tape that into place. We're going to take the side over like this, kind of at an angle. So you're going to go in like that. And we're going to make like a funnel almost. So that it's kind of this shape right here, alright? And then we're going to stuff the rest of this. So we're going to tape this up and make your little like bag thing. You know, make a little bag with this newspaper. It doesn't have to be taped up perfectly or anything like that. Just make sure that it's kind of secure so that you have a little opening like this. And then we're going to stuff this the rest of the way with newspaper. I'm going to do that really quick and I'll be right back to show you the final product. Okay, so we have our little like newspaper bag here stuffed to almost the top. We have a little bit of extra right here and we're going to fold that over. So basically you're just going to fold it like this, you know, just seal it up and then tape it. Alright, so you have like a nice torso right here. So there's your torso and you can hook that up to the body. Go ahead and tape that into place onto the body so it's not moving around, or to the head. So another thing that I like to do is I like to take a very long strip of tape like this, rip it off, and go from the shoulder area right here. You see what I'm doing? Tape it to the shoulder area and then go all the way down to the bottom of the torso so you have this nice open space right here. Okay, see how that is? So you have this area right here and then the sticky part is right here. I'm going to do that on the other side really quick. So we have 2 sides with the sticky side of the tape on the inside, and we're going to stuff this area and it will stick to this right here so it won't be moving. I'm just going to take pieces, just loosely, kind of loosely gather, ball them up and just stuff them in to those areas. See that? And it sticks into place because of that tape. Loosely balled up and stuck in there. This is just going to give the body a little bit more bulk. So there's that. So there's one side done. So you get a little bit more beefiness to this body here. And then one more thing, one more step for this torso part is that you can roll up some more newspaper and just kind of pad this area right here so that it's not so flat and it looks more humanish. But it really doesn't matter because these have a great effect. Just the general shape of a body just looks amazing whenever it's covered in the black bags. But just to give it a little bit more something. I'm going to go from the bottom of the torso, and then we're going to stretch that over, not to try to really push them down or anything, because we want that mass right there, but there's your body, alright? Here's your body. And now we're going to move on to the legs. Okay, first things first, you want to make some simple feet. We're going to take a smaller newspaper and we're going to take 2 more sheets of that. We're going to kind of roll these sheets into kind of like a potato shape, basically. So there's one. We're going to stick them right here, kind of towards the bottom of the newspaper. We're going to roll it up like that, and then we're going to take the sides like this. And there's your basic foot shape. Tape it into place wherever it's loose. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take another big piece. Once again, this is a piece of the Kansas City Star standard size newspaper. I'm going to take my smaller newspaper and we're going to put that, I would say like a hand's length, you know, stagger it over the other, just so it makes this piece a little bit longer. This part right here, we're making it longer with this piece right here so we get good legs. We're going to tape those together. Alright, you're going to flip that over so that the tape is on the outside of your paper. Once again, just like the torso that we did, we're going to make a little ball for here at the bottom. We're going to wrap it up and make sort of like a bag almost. And we're going to stuff the rest of it. So wad up some newspaper. Put that up and then kind of fold it up. So that you get something like this, if you can see. So you get like a little, again, an opening up at the top so you can stuff more newspaper in it. Alright, I'm going to take this up and I'm going to stuff it and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after that. Okay, so here are our finished legs, well almost finished legs. We still have the top open right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and seal that up. So that's taped up, and now we're going to put on our feet, and I'm going to put those to the top of the base, so they're going to look like that. You can see that. I'm going to tape them on either side. So there is your legs and feet. So you're going to take your, how big are these again? 39-gallon trash bags. Black is great. Black is great because, first of all, you can see through white trash bags, and black just looks awesome on Halloween. They look like real body bags. You're going to take your body, and you're going to gently place this around. So you're going to slip the bottom part of the bag under your guy. You're going to make sure that head meets in the middle right here so that you have two corners on either side, and you just kind of fold those down around the neck like you're strangling a person. And we're going to go all around that neck. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. Don't think that this has to look perfect. Remember, these were done hastily, guys. You had to bag them up. You had to hide those bodies. We're going to go all the way around the neck. I hope that you guys can see this. It's not hard. Just go all the way around your guy's neck. Just like that. Okay. Then what I like to do is I like to pull the drawstrings at the bottom. Kind of get a little bit of the air out of it just by going over it. You're going to give this a twist at the bottom like that. You're going to flip your guy over and you're going to tape this into place. Alright. Alright, so that's kind of secured in the back now, and we just kind of forget about him for a second and focus on the feet now. Gonna get another bag. Okay, the feet go to the bottom of the bag, the top of the legs go to the opening. You're gonna do the same thing like you did with the neck, and you're gonna tape around the feet, this area right here. So you're gonna go all the way around here at the base of the feet or the legs. Now we're going to slip these two guys together. You can tape the bag to the legs so they're not moving around too much, because that is a problem whenever you're doing the bag part, is that the body is moving around like a lot, you know, slipping and sliding and stuff. So just kind of secure those two things together so you don't get too much movement. Take that over the torso, the top of your foot bag over the torso like that. Make sure that it's kind of not bunched up in the back. And this is what's going to make them reusable, guys, is that nothing can get in here once you seal up this area right here all the way around. So we're going to get a lot of duct tape. We're going to go right over both bags. So we're taping the bags to each other, basically. Your guy up, wrap it around. Make sure that that's sealed really well. Turn him over. Okay, so you turn him over. You gather together like this, all right? And then you seal that up as well. There's going to be a lot of tucking things in and stuff like that you're going to have to finesse a little bit once the bags come on. But it looks really, really great, actually. So turn him back over once you got everything sealed up. And then we're just going to add bands of duct tape around the body. I don't know, mid-torso or at the bottom of the torso maybe. Just go around. Doesn't even have to touch, really. Doesn't even have to meet. Two pieces of tape. It just looks good. See, this part is kind of bunching up. Just kind of grab it, tuck it like that, and then tape it up and going up and down like this. Just kind of tape all that down. Like that. And then what I like to do, just to keep these little corners down, is I like to go across the body with some tape. So we're going to do that. I'm going to split this in half though. There we go. Go from about this band right here up and across, and that'll just flatten out those corners that pop up, that are poking up, you know, on his shoulder. And there you go, guys. There's your finished body in a bag. Great for kind of like a zombie sort of look to your house. If you don't, because seriously, who can afford to buy real zombie, you know, props for Halloween? This is great. This is, you know, you're just gonna look like your house needed to be quarantined. So, yeah, I guess that is it for this tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that some of you do it, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.